Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Scorpio? Judgment in reverse, Pluto, Scorpio energy at the Foundation. Scorpio, there's an energy here of certain individuals refusing to self-examine. It's an energy of stagnation, avoiding the truth. It's right there in their faces, but they still refuse to do the work that they need to change. This energy represents all of these individuals, Scorpios, family, friends, romantic partners, that have all clicked up behind the scenes without you even knowing it, as a means to keep you from seeing the truth. A lot has gone into this, Scorpios. However, ever since Mars has started to go direct after being retrograde in Gemini, you're really starting to accept the truth now. This past year was a year of having to re-examine things. Look at all the finer details. Go back and have a second look at things to see what you missed. Now, as Mars is going direct, we're starting to put all of that into action. We're starting to accept the truth. We see what we need to do in our own lives to improve and move forward, and we're putting all of that into action. You're starting to understand that those who you need to leave behind were the resistance in your life from day one. You expose these individuals merely by stepping into your own power. The mask has been ripped right off of their faces, so to speak, and they cannot hide anymore. This is the Scorpio collective drawing a line in the sand. There's us and there's them. And there's no more denying this, Scorpios. This is where you're at right now. A lot of you are still having a hard time coming to terms with this. I fully understand this. I find myself in thought quite a lot, thinking about people who used to be in my life and the things they did to me. And even though quite a lot of time has passed now since I've disconnected from these people, it's so wicked and it's so disturbing that it's still very hard to even compartmentalize it. It's like a bad dream. But there's a lot of healing that's going to be coming in for the Scorpio collective over the next few months. This healing is going to help all of you to start bringing in some deeper healing so you can start compartmentalizing what was done to you. It just takes time, Scorpios. But you're all on the correct path. You're right where you need to be. What do we have at the Sacral? Seven of Wands, Leo energy at the Sacral, and goes along perfectly with what I just said. This is you persevering, Scorpios, taking a stand for yourself and your life, your mission, your purpose, understanding that all these individuals are the enemy. None of them are there to stand alongside of you. They all battled up against you. They did it for a lifetime without you even knowing it. They indoctrinated you inside this system of control. Deep forms of gaslighting and narcissism as a means to make you feel like you're going crazy and to keep you stuck under their thumb, wanting you to feel very isolated, not able to harness your creativity, which is in alignment with your purpose. They were assigned to you inside the matrix to keep you away from that energy. Most of these people are just now starting to realize that some sort of devil energy has been using them. These individuals are starting to look at you in a whole different light. They see you as a chosen individual, somebody who's anointed, somebody who's here to uplift the collective, help wake a generation up to the truth of what's taking place in this world, help individuals to transform 8th house energy, which is the Scorpio energy, transform out of these old, outdated belief systems and wake up and come online to how our lives really work. These individuals realize that they're just pawns in your game. The Scorpio collective is made up of very high vibrational light workers. You're all sent through these horrendous karmic cycles with very evil and wicked family members friends, romantic partners, never-ending struggles. Just when you think you were getting a break, you would end up inside another karmic cycle. The Scorpio Collective has done many tours of duties inside the darkest pits of hell. And hell is a vibration. It's a way you live your life. Scorpio Collective was indoctrinated into this without even having any knowledge of what was going on, because it happened when you were too young to even understand any of this. I only came to understand how this all worked 5-6 years ago. About 10 years before that, I knew something was up. I felt like I was running the same cycles over and over, the same kinds of situations, but with different people. That's called a karmic cycle. This is how the devil keeps us trapped inside the matrix. This is how life unfolds for light workers. The devil puts you inside a matrix that repeats over and over and over, but with different characters, until your life clock is run out, and then the game's over and the devil's won. It's very rare that people wake up inside these cycles and understand what's taking place. However, all of that is now changing. It's been changing because we're speaking about it. We're exposing it. All of you are starting to see the truth now. You're starting to better understand how this all works. You've come online and you're fighting back against this system of control that has had you indoctrinated and imprisoned your entire lives. See, once you see the truth, these systems of control fall back. They don't fight back anymore. They start to give up because you seeing the truth is their worst fear. You remembering that you're a high vibrational light worker. They know that when you remember this, it's over for them. They can't win against you. But they haven't been expecting this. They never thought that we would all start to wake up to the truth. When I started speaking about what happened to me, the wicked, horrendous things that family members put me through, they all scattered. They all ran for the hills. None of them challenged anything I said. I expected that I would get challenged, but I didn't, which was hard for me to come to terms with, because that meant that everything that I knew was true. Scorpios, the truth that has been shown to you is real. As hard as that is to come to terms with, it will become easier as time goes on. But it's very important that you hold on to that truth and you stand in power. Do not fold to any of these individuals. You have come here for a very, very specific reason, and it's crucial that you stay the course no matter what. What do we have at the solar plexus? The star, Aquarius energy at the solar plexus. Goes along perfectly with everything I'm saying, Scorpios. This is you. Standing fully in your confidence and power. You connecting with these star systems where you came from. You all have family in other star systems. You are most definitely alien light workers. High vibrational light beings. You're not even from here. You were sent here to help heal humanity. Sounds like a wild, out-of-this-world idea, because it is an out-of-this-world idea. It was an idea that was made before you even came here. The planet has been under great distress, so we were all sent here to help heal the planet. You all do this individually, inside these families that you're incarnated into, by creating exposure. That exposure allows judgment to come through and serve these individuals their karma. The karma being served back to them is actually healing taking place for the planet. It's justice for the planet, justice for the collective. You are in the spotlight of your life, Scorpios, of your own individual universe. These individuals know who you are now. They realize that once you came online to who you are, like I said, there was nothing they can do about it. They know they've lost the war. They can't touch you any longer. As long as you stay inside this energy, keep standing in your truth, stand up for what's right, they cannot touch you. The moment you allow them to distract you, knock you off course, try and get you wrapped up in some sort of chaos or psychobabble, they've got you. Those little attacks won't ever stop. They'll always try to hook you back in, but they'll do it in a way where they're hiding. They won't make it so obvious. An example of this is individuals coming into your lives, Scorpios, say romantically, new friends, something like this, clients you have. These people all work for this Luciferian agenda. Whether they know it or not, they're being used to host these lower vibrational entities that have been released into the collective to hold back Scorpios. Scorpios are a great threat because you're the transformers. You transform other individuals along with yourself. They cannot have this. So these individuals will come into your lives and they'll try and re-indoctrinate you into the matrix, get you wrapped up in karmic relationships, drama that has nothing to do with your purpose. Scorpios have to sacrifice a lot. The path of the Scorpions is not a path that is easily traveled. Unfortunately, a large percentage of the Scorpio collective who isn't here with us now, we have lost. They don't come online. They don't wake up. But as time goes on, we will be able to get to them. But it's very important right now, Scorpios, that you stay the course. I know that all of you just want to live a normal life. You want love. You want all of these things. And all of that will come to you. But it's not going to come in the form of individuals who are asleep inside the matrix. You're not meant to be with people like that, Scorpios. You need to be with other high vibrational light workers that are also awake inside the collective. The divine will align you with these individuals when the time is right. You just have to stay the course and stay focused. And when it's your time, it's your time. Nothing you do is going to move that up. You just have to trust and have faith that it will come towards you when the time is right. But right now, you're needed for something far greater than having some sort of low vibrational matrix relationship. What do we have at the heart? Wow, goes along perfectly with what I just said. 7 of Cups, Scorpio energy at the heart. See, these energies want you to feel disappointed that you're not living this matrix life, that you're weird, that you're doing something wrong. However, you're on the precipice of victory when it comes to your purposes, when it comes to shifting the collective vibration. These individuals are trying to cast out a smoke and mirrors before you, telling you that, oh, you need to have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, you need to do this, you need to do that, you just need to, just be happy inside the matrix. Don't worry about connecting with your higher self and your intuition. That's all just a bunch of silliness. It's nonsense. See, this represents to me right now low vibrational Scorpio energy. Shadow Scorpio. Scorpios who are still asleep and indoctrinated inside the matrix. Completely distracted by the everyday chaos and psychobabble inside the matrix. Things that mean absolutely nothing. They want you to lack the tenacity to turn your ideas into actual reality. They want to keep you in this illusion. It's an energy of vanity and promiscuity. It's an energy of being wrapped up in deception and love and friendships. They don't want you to connect with your psychic gifts and connect with the collective as a means to help heal the world. In other words, Scorpios, they want you to stay asleep. But what's interesting here is, although Scorpios are the most sexually magnetic of all the zodiac signs, you're the most sexually magnetic when you're living in your North Node position, your purpose. When you're in your high vibrational Scorpio energy, this is when you're the most magnetic. See, all you have to do is get working inside of your purpose, and you can literally have whatever you want, Scorpios. And by stepping into this energy of purpose and being able to magnetize whatever it is you want towards you, you actually get there much sooner than if you were in your low vibrational Scorpio energy, entertaining the Seven of Cups, entertaining everything inside the matrix, picking a fruit off every tree, sampling every platter. See, this doesn't last. By the time you high vibrational Scorpios are coming into alignment with your soulmates, all the low vibrational Scorpios will still be running the same cycles over and over and over, and they wouldn't have gotten anywhere. Everything comes to you much quicker when you do it correctly, Scorpios. But the most important thing before anything is that you get inside your purpose and function inside of that space. That is the most important thing. What do we have at the throat? Five of Swords, Aquarius energy at the throat, Moon, Pisces energy at the third eye. And again, this goes along perfectly with what I'm saying. Here they are, taking your power from you. They're like, we've got Scorpio trapped in another karmic cycle. They'll never see the truth. We'll just keep casting out the smoke and mirrors before them, keep them stuck inside this karmic cycle of uselessness, and keep them distracted from their life's purpose. It's very important you keep pushing forward, Scorpios. Any toxic relationships you all still have around you right now need to go. Okay, it's time to end these unhealthy relationships. Release any sort of past resentment. The divine has been showing you who all these people are in your lives. They've been revealing the truth to you with this moon at the third eye. And this is, again, really coming in alignment with this astrology, Mars going direct again. A lot of you have been left with all of this truth and illumination. And it's all happened as we've been transitioning into this new year. It's all been taking place this past couple of weeks. Last year, a lot of you asked for truth, and now the divine has showed you. We're taking an assessment of all the damage and everything that's happened. In other words, Scorpios, the divine is showing you the way to go. You must accept this truth and get going. I feel a bit of stuck energy inside the Scorpio collective. Some of you are having a hard time accepting the truth. There is an energy here where you're deceiving yourself. I feel like some of you still have some individuals around you that are trying to put you back to sleep. These individuals are trying to keep you in a place of fear. I'm picking up on some anxiety inside the Scorpio collective. This isn't all of you. This is just some of you, and this is actually very normal. You're obviously all not going to cross the threshold at the same time, but there is a lot of energy manipulation taking place right now inside the Scorpio collective. So simply put, Scorpio, to compartmentalize everything I've just said, you need to believe the truth that's being shown to you. You need to trust your intuition. You're being guided, and it's very important that you listen and follow this divine guidance. What do we have at the crown? Five of Cups, Scorpio energy at the crown, and this goes along perfectly with what I'm saying. This is an energy here of being stuck on the past, not looking to the future, focused on what's been lost, what you've been through. You have to understand, Scorpios, that when you do this, this is still allowing these energies a place inside your current timeline. They essentially have one of their narcissistic tentacles still hooked to you. You must release this energy, Scorpios. Turn around. See what's behind you. A lot of you are focused on this deceit, on this treachery, dealing with all kinds of anxieties and troubles from unexpected and unsuspected sources. You need to release all this, Scorpios. You have to understand these are all tactics that are being used to re-indoctrinate you into this karmic cycle again. This is how they do it. The easiest way to stop this from happening is to cut yourself off from any individuals that are bringing this into your life. Now is not a time to make new friends and get into new romantic partnerships. You're asking for trouble. You will be put back to sleep. Every time in the past when I thought that, oh no, I could handle it, blah, blah, blah. It's like I would wake up a year Or 2 years later, I'm like, what happened? Realize that I'm in some karmic cycle with a bunch of demons, in a complete nightmare of a relationship. The only way you beat these demons is by not entertaining them to begin with. This is the only way to defeat demons. You cannot destroy a demon. You can defeat a demon by not allowing it to connect to your energy. But once it's connected to your energy, it's over. It takes years to come back from that. And again, I know because I speak from experience. I've tangoed with all these demons, Scorpios. And there was a reason why I had to do that, so I can tell you all about it now. The most important thing is that you get going, get into this energy, and start putting it back together somewhere else. What do we have at the foundation, please? Too many cards. What do we have at the foundation, please? What do we have at the foundation from the Occult Tarot? See what demons are trying to keep my Scorpio's root chakra blocked, please. Two of Wands, Aries energy, Epis. And this goes along perfectly with what I'm saying. This is an energy of losing control, unexpectedly, without you even realizing it's happening. Everything just kind of falling apart, right? It's like somebody sneaking up on you. I bet I can re-indoctrinate Scorpio. But make no mistake, it doesn't look like that. That's what it looks like in spirit. When it sneaks up on you, Scorpios, it always comes in a very, very pretty package. Male or female, it's how they get you. It's very charming. Says all the right things. Make it seem like it's your soulmate or your twin flame. Something like this, right? See, I personally think that if you feel that way from the moment you meet somebody, that's a tactic that's used. That is a spiritual attack. So as we develop into this reading right now, Scorpios, what I'm really getting clarity around in regards to this message is that a lot of you are in a time right now where you're elevating greatly. And there's going to be a lot of distractions that come onto your path trying to weasel their way back into your life or weasel their way into your life. You know, I recently got rid of my Instagram account because of the amount of nonsense that I would get in my direct messages. Just people trying to get into my life, trying to tempt me, things like this. And it obviously does not work on me. I don't fall for those sorts of tricks, but it's very annoying. You know, I have people all the time that are trying to drain me of my energy, waste my time. I deal with it a lot. So Scorpios, right now you need to be on high alert. The enemy has taken a huge hit. They didn't expect this many Scorpios to stay awake through the transition from 2022 to 2023 as Mars started to go direct. Now more than ever, you should be standing in your power, standing in your truth, and charging forward, directly head on into your purposes. And what is your purpose? This is the age-old question, Scorpios. So let me give you a little bit of insight into what your purposes are. Your purposes are going to be connected in some way to your greatest struggles in your life, things you've overcome. They're also going to be things that make you feel very happy, very excited, make you feel like the best version of yourself when you're doing it or when you think about being in that space to be able to have the opportunity to do it. That is your purpose. Simply put, your highest happiness is your purpose. You see, when you are functioning in your highest happiness, otherwise known as your highest vibration, you have an influence on the world. Collectively speaking, if all of us do this, it creates a collective shift. This is what we came here to do. Now, all the things that we've spoken about in this reading, connecting with soulmates, all this sort of stuff, are all waiting for you inside that energy of purpose. It's all there for you. So it's very important that you don't get distracted before you get to your purpose, because they're going to come after you from every angle to stop you from entering into that space. This is why a lot of you need to shut off from the outside world in some capacity. Just don't allow people access to your energy, or you need to use proper discernment. I have very specific guidelines that I ask everybody to follow when I am giving somebody a personal reading. If people overstep those guidelines, I don't give them a personal reading. It's over. You must do the same thing, Scorpios. Do not allow these demons into your energy. And a lot of you are equipped with a spiritual alarm system. Something happens to you when these people get inside your energy. Something feels off. So you are alerted to this. This is something that I've been refining. It's really been like probably the past 6 months to a year that I've realized what this is. It's like something that happens to my energy, or something that happens to me physically speaking to alert me that there's somebody in my energy that shouldn't be there. And when that happens, Scorpios, it's very important that you listen to your intuition. What's your intuition telling you? You need to follow that, okay? And if something's telling you, well, I wonder if I can trust my intuition right now, that is the first sign of an attack, Scorpios, is when you're questioning your own intuition, okay? What do we have at the sacral place? Too many cards. What do we have at the sacral? Boom. Death, Lucifer, right there at the sacral. We've been speaking about Lucifer quite a lot in this reading. The Luciferian agenda. This is also the card of Shadow Scorpio, low vibrational Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing with low vibrational Scorpios. It happens. Bizarro Scorpio, right? I was speaking about this in the Sag reading. There's a lot of low vibrational Scorpios out there, and oh my God, they are the worst. I see and deal with these people all the time. Very stubborn, very set in their ways, present themselves as something they're not. Low vibrational Scorpios think they're awakened. These are individuals who resist change. These are individuals who refuse to self-examine, think they can do no wrong. Doesn't have to be just Scorpios. This could be a blanketed energy, but they really wanted me to speak about the Shadow Scorpio for some reason here. So I feel like a lot of you are dealing with Shadow Scorpios. I know I've dealt with many in my personal life. Shadow Scorpios are also very jealous and envious individuals. Very self-entitled. And self-entitlement is interesting because these are individuals who feel like they deserve what you have without having to put the work in to get it, right? And whenever I see this card, right, it's like a sweet little cherub, right? But it's sitting on a pile of skulls, right? So this represents those individuals. They paint themselves as something they are not. And with this death card at the Seven of Wands, so the death card's all about transformation. It is the phoenix rising from the ashes. Scorpio energy, 8th house of transformation. However, this card is the opposite of all that. It's an energy that doesn't want to transform. But right here at the sacral, this is telling me that this energy is trying to keep you from transforming. This is that Seven of Wands energy. This energy is showing up in all of these individuals that are coming against you. The family members, the romantic connections, the friends. The spirit of Lucifer comes through all of them to stop you from transforming. Does not want you to transition into this new time in your life. Does not want you to rise out of the ashes of the past and let go of them and move on. What do we have at the solar plexus? Wow. Baphomet. So we have Lucifer and Baphomet back to back. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. at the solar plexus. This is the energy of a dark magician, somebody or somebody's who plays with black magic, some sort of energy manipulation, Scorpios. The Scorpio collective is no stranger to black magic and energy manipulation, but it is right here, and it's quite powerful at this solar plexus position. So what they're using against you are spells or some sort of ritual magic that affects your confidence, so you're not able to take control over your life, not able to step into your personal power. They want you to feel low self-esteem, feel inferior and powerless, and fearful to move in this energy of purpose. And getting Baphomet right here at the solar plexus position, right underneath this star, this goes along perfectly with everything we're saying here. See, they're trying to keep you out of this energy of purpose, aligning with your highest self, right? Your highest happiness. This is the energy of you having your happiness and purpose sacrificed to Baphomet. That's what this is. The way you battle this, Scorpios, is by pressing forward, turning all of your visions into reality, focusing on your creativity, stepping into your purpose, and realizing your potential and your own power. That's how you beat this energy. What do we have at the heart? What do we have at the heart? Sabnuk, Fall of Empires, which is the Five of Swords. So we have it twice now. Okay, so this really does go along with what I'm saying here. Fall of Empires, it's like everything is crumbling around these individuals. Nothing they're doing is working. You see all these energies for who they are now. They can't fool you anymore. See, you defeat this enemy by standing in your power, like I just said, but also cutting away outmoded habits. This is how you triumph over your enemies, by breaking this conditional patterning that we've all been indoctrinated into inside the matrix. Viulia, prosperity, which is the Five of Cups, Scorpio energy again. So we have the Five of Cups twice now and the Five of Swords twice. They don't want you to have this renewed sense of hope, Scorpios. They don't want you to move on. And interestingly enough, they also do not want you to forgive them. It makes sense though, right? Because when you don't forgive and you hold on to resentment or bitterness, which is blocked heart chakra energy, you stay inside that same energy, even if they're not around you anymore. They're still holding on to your energy in some respects here, in some capacity here. They still have power over you. So, Scorpios, forgive the demons in your life. That's how you defeat them, by forgiving them. When I say to forgive them, you don't have FaceTime with these individuals. It's just something you do from within you. Make a ritual out of it. It's a good way to do it. Write it down on paper, what it is you would say to them if they were in front of you. Fold it up and then burn it and meditate on it. Release it out to the universe. This is very powerful. I've done that before. It works. It certainly works. It has a way of just lightening your energy. All these little things compounded together have a big impact on you moving forward and really encompassing this energy of purpose, Scorpios. What do we have at the throat? Eight of Wands. Vihuel, the great and exalted God. Grandeur makes one passionate toward God. Sag energy. So now, after all of these frustrations and delays, Scorpios, there's finally some movement. A lot of change coming into all of your lives. You're now taking action. This really does speak to me about what I was saying about the astrology as well. Mars going direct now. This is what it feels like to me, right? You see the truth, you're accepting the truth, you know what you need to do, and you're moving forward, and nothing is going to stop you. This is you moving in a very bold and confident manner, Scorpios. This is all because you're listening to your intuition, following this higher guidance. You're following the blueprint. You get it now. You understand how this all works. This past year, we were going back over all the little details, And now we've come out of that energy, and it's like we're all collectively saying, oh, I get it now. Even though we don't see it in our everyday waking life, we are in a spiritual war, a war for vibration. And you're helping lead the sector of transformation inside the Scorpio collective. And you help lead by transforming your own life. We win the war when we lead by example, Scorpios. What do we have at the third eye? Perfect. The Tower, Aries energy, Uriel at the third eye. The fire of God, disruption, warns of disasters, aids in transformation. And here you are. You got the memo, right? You're like, oh, I see now. I see what you were trying to do, demons, right? See what you're trying to do, mom and dad and brother and sister and ex-best friend and that girl or that guy I was dating. I see now. You're all working together behind the scenes. Very good. Very good. You tricked me, right? You tricked me for a few decades, but I see my way forward now. It's not going to happen again. This is an energy of a complete upheaval. Huge changes taking place in your life, Scorpios, because you're allowing it. You want it now. You're not resisting. You're ready to accept the truth and just move forward and just get to this happiness as soon as possible. You understand that everything you want is waiting for you. It's just a matter of you saying the word. You're taking this whole new path in life. It's like you're having all these flashes of inspiration, after which nothing can remain the same ever again, Scorpios. This is a complete destruction, which contains a whole new universe for you, a whole new world, a whole new timeline. What do we have at the crown to close this out for Scorpios, please? Eight of Cups, boom, goes along perfectly with everything that we've picked up in this reading. EIL, Pisces energy. God, the pleasure of man's children. Transformation gives consolation in adversity. This is you fully learning from the past, Scorpios. You understand now what's taken place here. It was a bamboozling. This is you withdrawing all your energy from this cycle now, realizing that there was never any love there to begin with. It was all an illusion. This is you walking away and burning these bridges, Scorpios, and never, ever turning back. Scorpios, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like a personal reading. All that information can be found in the description below. And thank you for your donation, Scorpio. Take care.